Hey YouTube family, y'all know what time it is when y'all see me back here in this yard. We gonna harvest these other potatoes now. We're gonna get them done. They starting to fall over, so I'm like, they should be done. They're not really dying back a whole lot. They are yellowing some, but not like, they're dying back a little bit, but not a lot. But we gonna harvest them anyway, because they are falling over a lot. So we gonna see what we got in here, all right y'all? I'm gonna set y'all up and hopefully in the spot where y'all can see very well what I'm harvesting, and let's get it going. All right guys, I got you set up. Hopefully you can see pretty well. I think so. And we're gonna get these harvested. All right. So there's our harvest, and I think this is better than my last one, so we're gonna weigh this up and see what it weighs. All right guys, so brought my scale out here. I got it zeroed out. I'm not cleaning these off, so I'm gonna use these little planters to weigh it. We're gonna zero it back out, and then I'll put as many as can fit in there. So if y'all saw me pulling out those bigger potatoes, those really big ones, those were seed potatoes. That's what these potatoes grew from. And they didn't start out that big. Those seed potatoes got bigger as they were growing these potatoes. Because I didn't plant nothing that big. And I think I had maybe one or two that actually started rotting, because they will do that when they're, you know, used up all the energy growing the new potatoes. Y'all see I'm trying to fit as many in there as I can. Alright, we're gonna call it. So this one is at 4, I don't know if you guys can see it, I hope so, 4 pounds 1.3 ounces. Okay, put the other one on there. It almost zeroed out. It's got point up. There it goes. It's toggling. So we're gonna just hit the tier button to zero it out, because we don't want it toggling. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. And then I did get some nice ones, some really nice big ones too, for the purple and the white. These were, I believe, my russets. I have to go back and watch my video when I planted them. But I think those were russets and not the Yukon Gold. So I'll move my basket over on this side. Yeah, I knew this one was a bigger harvest. I could tell when I was pulling them. I'm like, it seemed like there's a whole lot of potatoes in this bag. Now y'all know I let that one go a little bit longer. I started them on the same day, but I had wanted to cook some potatoes, so that's why I harvested the other one, and that's why I washed those potatoes off, because I was going to be using them rather than storing them. This batch I'm going to store. So almost there. I think that's, nope, I got one more. So this one, y'all, this one is 4.52 ounces. So that's a little over 8, almost probably 8.5 pounds of potatoes. My first one was 5.1 something, I believe. I'll put it on the screen, but that's not bad. So I'm excited about that. So we're gonna get these set up in the house. I'm gonna have it set up in my basement. Hold on, guys. Y'all, I'm sweating like crazy because it's hot, okay? But I'm gonna set them up in my basement to cure in a cool, dark space. And yeah, that's my second. That was a 65-gallon bag that both of my harvest came from. I did end up putting the rest of my sweet potato slips in the one that I had already harvested from. So that's what's in that bag. I might be putting something in this one as well, because I have a couple of things that are growing on this table. I don't know what they are though, y'all, because this says Lasia pepper. I don't think that's a Lasia pepper. It could be though. And then I think those are ground cherries. I'm sorry, ground cherries in there. I have a cabbage. This one says it's tomato. That's not a tomato. Or it might be a peach pepper. I don't know. This is at the end when I start labeling. I mean, I stopped labeling and I just start dropping some seeds for things that I wanted to get that I didn't. And then I have a couple of things. I know I have some purple cayenne, so I might put those in there. But I feel like because it's a 65-gallon, I might put 5 plants in there. 1 in the middle, 4 around it. I don't know yet. So anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna put them on a rack in my basement and just let them set until they cure. Curing is just the process of them getting that hardness or it really isn't hard, but you know how when you buy potatoes at the grocery store, it's not soft. The skin isn't. This skin is soft because these are new potatoes. So fresh potatoes, I should say. So the skin is soft. That's why sometimes you'll see where you accidentally scab it a little bit. So that's why you're always trying to be careful when you're harvesting them, because the skins are very soft when you first harvest. And then after the cure process, that skin gets, I guess the only term is harder around it. So they can store up for long term. You don't wash them because if you also notice when you buy potatoes in the store, they are dirty. That's because they need to be for the curing process for long-term storage. So when you wash them off, they don't store as long. Point blank to the period. All right, so this was really a great harvest. Y'all, I got 2 more sets in this yard. They're going to be a while because I planted them probably a month and a half, if not more, after these. I have a set at the garden, at the community garden, that I will harvest. One set that I will harvest before those 2. The ones that are done Ruth Stout method, they're next. They got a while though. I don't think I'm gonna be harvesting those until late July, I believe. And then these 2 probably won't be till late August or so. And then I have an in-ground set growing at the community garden, and that one will be last. And then I will be putting in a set that I'm going to grow to harvest late fall, early winter, just to see how they do in my zone. Because yeah, I didn't know that was even a thing to grow them later. That would be great for me because I would have potatoes that will last me longer. Some of these potatoes will be seed potatoes next year. If you watched my video when I planted, some of the potatoes that I planted were from potatoes from the previous season, and I just replanted them. So yeah, guys, hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my video, y'all. Let's get it out there. All right, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.